And when we survey employers, they tell us three things for the last 3 years. The top three concerns that they have is, hey, I can't attract the people I need to attract. They're not there. I can't retain them because the people I have are the same people everyone else is looking for. And then the third issue is my ability to afford the talent because it's a supply and demand basic principle at that point. And this is your wheelhouse, right? You have good explanations for this. And Ness, I'm just excited to let our listeners just have a few moments of your experience and tell us what are we seeing happening across the US. But if we can put a focus on maybe the Florida, Orlando market, the
Oh, yeah.
St. Louis market, Central Illinois, Peoria, Indianapolis, these are the regions we work mostly in.
Yeah, so this is a projection by the Congressional Budget Office, and they've been revising this graph for the past 20 years or so. And what the revision is and why it concerns every business is that the previous graph of this showed that this what we call a demographic winter, where you have more deaths than births, was going to happen around 2040. This was released in January of this year, and now the new year is 2033. And so it's right around the corner for the United States. As a country, we will have more people dying than are born. This was never supposed to happen. We always assumed that the United States would be a country that would have a demographic advantage. It would always have more babies born than people dying. And that's no longer true. We already see, this is from January 13th, we can see every 9 seconds there's a birth and every 9 seconds there's a death. And so we are already at that zenith point of crossing into this territory of having more people dying than are born. And so what we know from around the world is once you cross over that threshold, it's very difficult to get back. Most of the Eastern European countries. And so this is why we try to educate our leaders, our elected leaders, is that there are policies that you can act to try to postpone this. But if you have to act now, you cannot act. This is like a rave.
It's
And
once
so
you cross that threshold, you don't have enough young people to make a difference at that point.
well, it takes a generation to turn these numbers around. We're getting close to that. This is becoming irreversible. The challenge, really, the true challenge is going to be 2045, 2050 for employers in certain markets are not going to have enough qualified workers to keep their companies going.